Blah, blah. Crafting metaphors for inner transformation, episode number 3. Yeah, I'm laughing because my husband just bumped into my room and I lost the flow. But I'm just regaining it in order to tell you all about the second step of the process. So if you don't know what the hell, what is that process like, what is it like, go back to episode 1. I did nail the process there. So it's really easy. It's 5 steps, and I'm going deeper into each of them in next episode. So in episode 2, I did the first step, which was preparing, and then I'm doing today one. So that's the second one, start. So I'm using this metaphor of handmade scarf. So in order to do that, we already established that we need to prepare. And for us, it's not only gathering the wool materials, getting into some handmade workshops or getting some help, like, I don't know, crafting online course, but it's also about parameterizing the goal. So I need to know what is the length, the width, the pattern of the scarf. Like I need to see it in my, vision in order to even prepare for that. And once I'm prepared, I have everything. The goal is parameterized, and it's really like I know what I'm doing, but also it's not that scary and that big and that complicated. It's not like I don't know how to knit and then I'm trying to do like a hoodie sweater that is like, I don't know, 3,000 various pattern altogether. Like, so I have this goal, which is on the one hand parameterized, and then on the other hand realistic. I can start. I'm prepared. And today it's all about this starting. So that's the second step of the 5-step process, where I just start. And that could be it. Like I just start, like, come on, how difficult could that be? But it turns out that if we take this handmade metaphor to life, it's so damn hard to start. And I bet you know that. I already used the metaphor for business. Like, we're prepared. We've done all the courses. We've done all the overthinking in the world. Like, but we're stuck in this overthinking mode. Like, we know everything. In our head, our business is the most thriving business on earth. And yet we haven't started yet. Like, we have no clients. Like, we didn't even put this website on because we are still stuck at, doing this 150-word bio. So, what is it about starting that we are so unable to go into that? And I catch myself that it's the same with the handmade process. Before I start the scarf, it's like, oh, maybe that's going to be this different color, or maybe this shade of blue, which is a bit lighter. Oh no, maybe this navy blue, right? And there is this overthinking, like, come on, let's start. And then if it's bad, we can undo it, right? And that's what we know, but we still don't do it. Like we're still in this like woolen shop that we like this wool or that wool, right? That's this overthinking. That's this curse that we have. Like we're stuck in our head. And it seems that it's so easy to start, but at the same time, we don't do it. So to me, starting is all about taking a leap. And I know it might sound funny with the, handmade scarf. What the hell a leap is that, right? Like, just sitting in your armchair and just taking that crocheting hook and just like starting out, right? But it's the same with life. In order to make that leap, in order to start, to actually do it, go from overthinking into action mode, we need this one little thing. We need to believe that we can make it. We need to believe that the goal we're starting to pursue, like we're starting this huge journey, we need to believe that one point in time we're going to be there. We're going to make it. And it's so funny because with crocheting or with knitting, like with doing that scarf, there are a couple of ways that we can help ourselves or consciously seek help. So when we're doing a scarf and we like sit there and have all the wool in the world and all the courses in the world, like we can actually use the course. Like we can actually put some video on and we have somebody showing us the way and we can just like do it with that person. And it's really easy because nobody sees us. We just put the play on the computer, like some YouTube video or something, and we just start. And if something goes wrong, nobody sees that. But it's kind of easy to use this tool to kind of push ourselves to do that first loop, right? So that's one way. And the same in life, like it can be that when we are starting the business, we just look at some, role models, people we admire. We look at them, we kind of see they're doing that, like, okay, let's, like, she's doing this kind of email marketing, like newsletter, like that. Like, I'm gonna maybe sneak out and copy bits and pieces, but like, I'll send this first one. Like, I do it the same. Like, if she can do it, I can do it too, right? And that seems easy. Like, it is easy. It is really easy to copy, for example. Like, I'm not inviting you to do that, but like, in a way, like, it's easy to push yourself. Like, nobody's watching. I can like have this role model that will show me the way, right? Somebody's showing me what to do. In a way, that's easy, like, to start, to push myself over that fence, like, and then just like start action mode rather than overthinking mode. But there are also other harder, but in fact easier ways to push ourselves to start. And I found out that when I have people coming to handmade workshops, in a way that feels harder because you need to, like, I don't know, book this workshop, then show up personally, then just like be there, like interact with other people, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. Like, but then once you've booked that workshop, you don't want to lose that money, so you show up. Even if you're like, I don't feel like workshop today, you go there. Like, you don't want to lose that money, right? The booking. And then once you sit there, you have that tutor showing you the way. It's like that's this person taking this burden to push you into action. Like, it's like, okay, now we're doing a first loop, and then you do it like that. And you kind of have no other option than just start, right? Stop being in overthinking mode, go into action mode because somebody told you now is the time, now you do the first loop, right? So in a way, you feel it's easier but harder, but in fact easier to me. Like, once you decide, you did book that meeting, you start. And it's the same, for example, with business. So see this metaphor from Handmade Life. Like, if you book a coach, like, and then you did that booking, like, in 2 weeks time, I'm going to have like a first session, and that's going to be this person that's going to push me into, like, okay, now that's your task for next week, and you have to do this and this and that in order for us to meet next week and take it to the next level. You have that person that is either kicking your butt or taking you by the hand to kind of push you into action. So see, you can do it on your own. If you feel it's really hard for you to go into this action mode, you can kind of invite somebody to push you into that. But that's also your decision. See, you can have somebody make you start, make you leave, but you can take responsibility for that. And that's so beautiful. That's why I loved all the coaching business. And I kind of feel that that's what we're paying for. If we're not able to push ourselves to, like, look into where we don't want to, or like do the scary thing, or just like start with our goals, we have a coach that's kicking our butt, to start to push ourselves for that. And I do have notes because I believe that we could finish the discussion here, like start. But what's important for me, again, you need to believe in yourself, believe that the goal is possible. So, like in the case of this handmade scarf, you believe that you can do it. That's not maybe this hairy, scary, sweater, but you believe you can do it. It's the same with anything, like this allegory in life, that you need to believe that it's possible in order to, even when you're prepared, to take action, to take the leap, to start. Okay? And then it's really important also that you need to believe that you're capable of doing that before it actually happened. So, like with the scarf, like if you want to do the scarf, or like if you want to do the sweater, first I would recommend like doing the scarf. But it's like easier to go into this level where you make the sweater because you have this tangible proof in case of a scarf that you actually can do it. Like, you are able to learn that skill. But what if you haven't done that? Like you never crocheted and then you're supposed to do the scarf. That's the most important, like more scary and, hard part. And it's the same with the business. Like, how can you like believe that you can be a successful entrepreneur when you're like stuck in your like paycheck to paycheck job, and you kind of don't have this tangible proof that you can actually get there? That's the most hairy and scary thing. And there's this one thing that can push you into starting, and that is believing. Believing that you can do it, believing that you got this. And what is funny, you can take this belief or this faith in your capability to learn the skills or like mastering the goal you want to master from other techniques. So just like in handmade, if you haven't crocheted in your life, like or haven't knitted, I always invite my students during crocheting workshops, like, oh, I don't know, I cannot do it. Like, what am I doing here? I'm not even like, cutting my veggies at home. Like, I'm so crappy with my hands. Like, how could I even believe that I could do a scarf? Like, what did I do to book that workshop? And I'm telling them, okay, have you ever potted a plant? Right? Yeah, it happened. Like, right, yeah, I did that. Do you ever, I don't know, wipe your table before all those damn Zoom calls? Yes. The answer is like usually yes. So see, you've got a tangible proof that your hands are capable of movement. We can start with that. Like, and I know that I will teach that person crocheting. But what I mean, it's again this allegory from crocheting, from handmade world that you can take for your own life. And using the example of business, if you've never started entrepreneurial journey, but you still kind of feel that, yeah, I would like to try, like I'm there stuck at the computer and have my boss telling me what to do. I don't want that. I want to be my own boss. I want to be entrepreneur, but I've never done that. How can I believe that my goal, that I could like put that goal and like really believe I can make it? Like, how can I push myself to start if I don't have this tangible goal, like tangible proof that I'm capable of acquiring all those skills in order to get to my goal? Believe. So finding something that will give you a tangible proof that you're able to master a new skill. So if you changed your position in your work and you did, elastically learn new skill, that's quite a great place to start. You did acquire a new skill. So that's a tangible proof that you're able to acquire a skill of being an entrepreneur, for example. So see, sometimes it's not a matter of setting the goals and having a tangible proof that you can do it within this technique, like within life, within the realm of your goal that you did set up for you. It's just having this tangible proof that you're able to grow, you're able to go into the direction that you actually want. And that's the thought that I want to leave you with. When you're thinking of starting this scary leap, either be it, handmade scarf or be it any of your goals, think of it this way. You can have yourself push into that. And sometimes fool yourself that you'll do it and then be stuck at this overthinking mode forever. Or you can do something to get someone that will kick your butt into it. Even if you're scared, even if you don't really yet believe, it'll oftentimes be that others will be more prone to believe in you than you're believing in yourself. We do all have those self-worth issues, and there's a lot of work around that in order to believe in ourselves wholeheartedly. But you might admit that it's sometimes really easier to incentivize others to pursue their goals. What if you use this mechanism for your own advantage? What if you have somebody else kicking your butt in order to start? You can make that decision right now. When you think of your very scary, hairy goal, your dream, and all the preparation you did in order to pursue it, and you're still stuck at this point where you haven't started, you're still in your head in overthinking mode, please find that person that's going to kick your butt in order for you to start pursuing that goal. I promise you, that's going to be way easier. Just like I had my granny teaching me how to crochet that damn scarf, you can have your granny kicking your butt in order for you to start pursuing your dream. I hope that metaphor was useful. If yes, please share that in the comment. I'm going to continue with another one with the next episode. So if you haven't nailed the whole process, you can find it in episode 1. And in the next episode, I'll go deeper into the third stage of this 5-step handmade process to bring it on, crafting metaphors for handmade transformation. Meet me for the next episode of Blah Blah.